Okay, very pleased to be joined by Tyrrell Hatton. Tyrrell, welcome to the Ryder Cup. Your first Ryder Cup. Just give us a sense of what it's been like so far, being in the team room with all the guys and being part of it.
Yeah, well, obviously it's great to be here. It's been a long run for me. Obviously, I had a very good start to the process. So it's been a long time coming. I've enjoyed, obviously travelled yesterday, and I guess it all kind of hit home with when I finally got in the hotel room and you see all the clothing lined up. It's pretty special. And then obviously it's good to be with all the guys. We met up obviously last night for dinner and stuff. Nice chilled evening and a bit of fun in the team room.
Tommy was in before, just talking about how it's a dream come true for you guys playing in the first time. Just outline how that is for you as well as a first time Ryder Cup player. Yeah,
well, like Tommy said, it is a dream come true. You watch the Ryder Cup as a kid, obviously all the biggest tournaments in the world, and you want to be there when you grow up. So to make the team, obviously you feel very honoured. It's a fantastic team, and obviously I hope I can play as well as I can and win some points for Europe.
Thank you, Tyrrell. We'll go straight into some questions. We'll start with microphone 3 for Tara, please.
Hi, Tyrrell.
Hey.
A couple of quick questions, if I can. First one is, what did you learn from playing in the Eurasia Cup earlier this year?
Well, it was just great to play a team event again. I really enjoyed being part of a team. Obviously, everyone's pulling in the same direction, hoping that we all play as well as we can, winning points. But yeah, apart from that, I can't sort of think anything. Obviously, we learn. Obviously, we don't get to play team events too often. So from that point of view, it was just great to be a part of.
Okay, and you recently announced you're going to be playing with Ian Poulter in the World Cup.
Yeah.
How much would you like to be paired with him in the Ryder Cup, and how do you think your personalities would mesh?
Well, yeah, obviously the World Cup's going to be good fun. If we were to play together this week, then it would be pretty special. Obviously, he's a Ryder Cup legend, and me being a rookie and all this being new to me, it would be good to obviously get some experience. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens there.
Go to Steve on microphone 1.
Hi, Tyrrell. You're known as one of the most sort of passionate and often temperamental players on the circuit.
Yep.
Do you reckon there'll be sort of new levels of you'll feel new levels of passion going into this week because of what it feels? Do you sense that's going to build and happen on Friday and Saturday?
Well, obviously I'm going to be passionate. I can only be myself. But saying that, obviously I need to stay as level-headed as possible. In the past, you'd say I'd lost golf tournaments from getting in my own way, which is it's pretty fair to say. And this week, if I can kind of keep my head, stay level-headed, that will give myself the best chance to play as well as I can, and like I said, hopefully that gets rewarded with some points for Europe.
Go to Tim on mic 3, please.
Thanks, Tyrrell. As a Ryder Cup rookie, could you share a little bit of what it's like in that fabled European team room without giving away too many secrets? And is it sort of a surreal feeling for you after watching it for so many years?
Yeah, it is surreal. As I said earlier, from the whole experience from travelling here, getting in the hotel room, seeing all the clothing for the first time, trying it on, you get goosebumps in the mirror kind of thing. It's very special. And yeah, just obviously being with the guys in the team room is good fun. And we're all obviously in it together.
Let's go to the back on mic 4, Doug.
Tyrrell. Jim Furyk said that his team, one big thing they need to do coming here is to learn this golf course. Given the fact that this is a regular European Tour stop, how much of an advantage, if any, do you feel like you guys have in that?
Well, we're all obviously very comfortable on the golf course. We've been here many times. Obviously, since they made the changes a few years ago in preparation for this week. So we've had plenty of time to get used to the golf course, and it will be set up very similar to how it is set up in the French Open. So it will be nothing new for us, and hopefully that works in our favour.
Got a microphone too on the right, Tyrrell. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to check about. You talked about the team room. How important is building the camaraderie with the guys you play against every week, but suddenly now you're teammates and you've got to get a little bonding? And can you talk a little bit about the video and what your thoughts of it, and did it kind of loosen things up for that 10 minutes you're watching?
Well, I think that's one thing that the Europeans are good at. With when we get in the team room, we're all obviously in it together, all get on really well. From playing pool to table tennis, just, you know, little things like that. You just have a bit of banter, and it's good for team spirit. And obviously, yeah, the video yesterday was funny. There was, it was certainly an enjoyable 10 minutes of viewing. And yeah, it's just all a bit of banter and light-hearted.
The microphone one in the front.
How important do you think the home support's going to be over the next few days? And do you hope, I mean, in the past there's been a bit of aggro between European and American fans. Are you hoping for there to be a bit of tension between the two? Is that something you thrive off?
Well, I think the support this week's going to be incredible. Obviously, they've sold a lot of tickets, so the atmosphere is going to be amazing. Tension-wise, I don't see why there needs to be any. It is what it is, you know. It's one team, well, one set of fans supporting the team. It's like football kind of thing, isn't it? You've got that. You want your team to win, and obviously you support them to the end. And so, yeah, it's going to be a great atmosphere, and one that I can't wait to experience.
Got a Ben on mic 3, please.
You mentioned like sort of harnessing your passion and using it to your advantage and whatnot. Do you envisage you being a better partner for someone like you in that regard, or someone like maybe Frankie who's more even-keeled?
Well, I think for me it doesn't matter who I play with this week. Obviously, we'll be trying our best to win a point for Europe. That's all we can do. But I don't think a personality would kind of suit. There isn't a standout personality that I'd say I need to play with that person. It's going to calm me down or whatever. Not going to turn into the Hulk this week anyway, I hope. But yeah.
Growing up, all your, I guess, rivalries are countries like Australia and South Africa and whatnot in most sports. But was there a sense of, while you're growing up, on wanting to squash America at just about anything that you might come up against? Did you have that feeling, or were they just over there like it is for most Europeans?
I personally never had that feeling. What else to say, really? It's not. You don't grow up with that. It's just I think it's only natural that when you come up against another team, then you're just trying your best to win. I think everyone's the same on that front.
Got Martin on mic 2, please.
Tyrrell, you talked about the importance of being level-headed this week. Is that something that Thomas has spoken to you in the build-up? But at the same time as that, how important is your fire, which has been part of your success so far in your career?
Well, you know, Thomas has just said to me, or he just wants me to be myself. You know, that's all I can be. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm human, same as everyone else makes mistakes. But yeah, like I said, I just need to stay level-headed. Obviously, the passion's going to be there. If you can't get pumped up for this event, then you know you're in the wrong place. So I'm really excited for this week. And like I said, I'm just going to channel all my energy into trying to be as good as I can be, and help my teammates as much as possible, because I don't want to go the other way, and obviously lose my head, and then start affecting other people. That's not what I want. Obviously, we're here as a team, and I want to do as well as I can for the team.
Microphone 1 to Neil, please.
So just to follow up on that, what you're saying there, Poulter just seems to be a really good role model because he has got the passion, but he sort of focuses. That sort of thing you can look at this week.
Yeah, I get on with Poulter really well. Obviously, we're playing World Cup together. We've been out for dinner a few times this year, so we've spoke about a few things. So yeah, he does obviously a very good job of managing that and obviously having passion. So it's something obviously that I can learn from and hopefully get better at.
On microphone 2, Ewan.
So this may be related to the previous, but did you have a Ryder Cup hero when you were younger?
Well, one of my favourite golfers when I was younger was Monty. Yeah. So I was, from the age of 5, I was looked after by Callaway. They sent some golf clubs out through to I was about 10 or 11. And obviously he was their #1 player. So naturally you kind of look up to that as well as a kid. And so he's a Ryder Cup legend as well. So if you could end up having half the kind of career that he did, you'd end it very happily.
Microphone 1, Steve, please.
Hi again. What was the most nervous you've ever been on the first tee, and how did it go? And follow-up question: how do you think you will feel when you get to the first tee this time?
Well, there's no doubt about this week that you're going to be nervous. Everyone's in the same boat there. I think it's very natural to be nervous. It's a massive event. Obviously, there's going to be probably the biggest grandstand we've seen at a golf tournament behind the first, which is special. And I can't think of... Well, actually, now thinking about it, probably the most nervous I've been was when I was 18, trying to qualify for the Open at Ladybank. And I knew that I was doing pretty well. And I remember standing on the 17th, so it was my 35th hole of the day, and I could see the head of the 7-iron sort of shaking. But, you know, you kind of just go into autopilot and just do what you always do, and you make a swing. And as long as you keep a good rhythm, then you're going to hit a good shot. So we've all been nervous in the past and done well. So there's no reason why we can't do it this week.
Microphone 1, Rick, please.
Tyrrell, Jon Rahm is another guy, obviously, with a bit of a fiery side. He was saying at the PGA that he got to a point where he just thought he needed to grow up and that he was seeing a mind coach. Have you got to a point where you just thought, I need to make that change? And I don't know, have you seen a psychologist or anything like that, sports psychologist, to sort of try and temper it a bit?
I haven't seen a psychologist. I've seen psychologists in the past, but being honest, I struggle to kind of buy into certain things. I guess I've done things my own way with my dad. So it's not something that I'm looking at to potentially go into. Yes, I'll agree with John saying obviously you need to grow up. We kind of obviously people say at times we're role models, obviously, for kids watching on TV. You know, if I look back and if I've played a tournament and I know I've been bad, like you at home, you're cringing on the sofa watching it. I'm exactly the same if I'm watching myself be stupid and not. It's obviously not great, but at the same time, it's not something I'm kind of thinking about on the course. It's almost just a reaction at times. So, but that's when I've gone too far, where it's not something I'm thinking about. It's just I'm just doing it. So if I can, like I say, if I can just, I know when I've been bad. I know when I can get bad, and it's just obviously being more aware of that and trying to find a way of calming myself down and not allow myself to get to that stage.
Time for a couple more. Start with Phil on 2.
Tyrrell, 2 quick questions. Would you and Jon Rahm make a great partnership or a terrible one, do you think? And secondly, have you thought about what you're going to hit off that first tee? Do you go for an iron for safety or something with a slightly larger club head to make sure of making contact?
I don't see any reason why we wouldn't make a great team. Obviously, he's a fantastic player. And as everyone is here, they're all great players. So playing with anyone in the team wouldn't be an issue. In terms of the first tee, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, it's very cold in the morning. At the French Open, we'd normally hit like a 3-iron or something similar because it's quite firm. So we'll see. It might be a 3-wood. I'll be very surprised if it's anything more than that. But like I said, we'll get a good feel for that over the next few days and make a game plan and go from there.
Okay, well, Tyrrell, thanks for joining us. We wish you well this week.
Thank you.